All right, so boom. Now that we're done with the front, putting the front fender on, we're moving to the back. Now the same thing goes for the back, but it's a little bit different. All right, boom. Now we got the one for the door on. Now what we gotta do is put one bolt here, here, here. This shit not going nowhere. Then I left a little space out because when we put the bolt in, it's gonna come in. Hold on. I used too much space. Let me fix that. Alright, so I had to realize I kind of do gotta cut this shit down, because if I had to take the bumper off, I want it to go smoothly. This is gonna be in the way. So now we do gotta cut body lines just for the convenience of changing out parts. So you're gonna be convenient, change out parts. You know, you're gonna be changing out back bumpers or need to take it off or something crazy like that. Go ahead and cut it, man. We're just gonna go ahead and cut it, man. So we matched the body line. Boom, time to cut. All right, boom. You see, I separated them both. This is how this came out. I did a little trimming on the inside because, you know, I just like the fitment better. But this is how it's gonna go on. Now we finna plastic weld this side piece. So yeah, and that bottom piece, it's not gonna be completely flush, but it's gonna be flush enough. We're gonna push it in like that, and that's what's gonna be shown in the back. All right, so boom, we got this back half plastic welded all the way down. Put a little bit more extra at the bottom. As you can see, that's what the back looking like. That's how we're gonna leave that back piece, man. Nothing too crazy. I just gotta figure out when I get to wrapping it. Actually, I'm not wrapping the back bumper or the front bumper. I'm giving that to somebody else. But the rest of this shit, I'm wrapping. Last thing that we gotta do, go around the car. You see all these bolts right here is fine. Body lines created. Come over here. I ain't gonna lie, I did the best work over here. Sanded 80 grit, come down. I did still like put bolts in the wrong spots, but there are way much smaller bolts. Did it way better over here. All right, so our next step is we gotta fill in these holes right here. So as you can see, this is what the first layer looks like, and this is what the third layer looks like. Way more, you know, better, but it still has to harden for 24 hours. So this won't be finished until 24 hours. So this is like prep work. I'm at work while we're editing this video. We didn't use the cardboard method for the bumper. I know I put it on here, but eventually I took it off. That's not the way to go. Fuck the bumper. But everywhere else I put the cardboard at, that's where you want to put it. Just a heads up. I'm finna teach y'all how to mix the resin. So this one comes in the kit from AutoZone. I got an Arizona bottle and this stick. So I don't measure shit. It said an ounce. Put 6 drops of that shit in. That's probably an ounce right there. Honestly, we're gonna throw a little bit more, just because we fuck up a little bit. Now this is the hardener that you want. So go ahead and unscrew it. I ain't no hoe, so I can unscrew it with one hand. So we're gonna put like 8 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9 to be safe. Then we're gonna mix it for like a minute straight. Do that. All right, boom. All right, so I got back, and this is what we have here. This is, you're not going anywhere. These two are not going. This got a little bubble. I think this is because it rained and there was a bug stuck in there, so it died. But overall, that's basically what we wanted to happen. That's not going anywhere. So right now I'm just putting touches on it, you know, trimming off the excess so to make it flush as possible. Probably come back with the what's that stuff called? You know, just like sand it out, you know. So I gotta do the same thing for all 4 corners. The easiest thing is just put a light right here, then you'll see the black outline. Make it easier. So go ahead and do that. And boom. So as you can see here, this is what it looks like. Make sure you got enough space for these right here. I was wondering why I didn't go on, but these were covered up on both sides of the bumper. So you see I cut it. I could do a little bit better job of cutting it, but I'll sand down the rest. It is just fiberglass, so I'll just sand down the rest. And let me show y'all the other 4 look like. Nothing too crazy, you know, a little body work. All right, the next step we finna use, we got this putty from AutoZone. We stole it, and this is what you're gonna want to put on your old body lines that you have you connected. Now we using this one because it said it sticks to semi-rigid plastic, so we're just gonna use it for now on where the old body line used to be and not right here. I noticed some videos where people put fiberglass bondo, they sanded fiberglass bondo to make this basically just like one. So we're gonna try to do that. I have so much time, so why not? So this is what we're gonna use. Before you use it and put it down, make sure you sand with 80 grit, clean it off, then you can put it down. I didn't do that, but you guys should definitely do that if you want to come out correctly. All right, so boom, so this is what we got here. I just put these on. These are for the two wide bodies for the back. Now this part I already hit with an 80. It's pretty smooth. This is actually pretty good. I'm happy how this actually came out. The other side the same way as that one. I probably got hit with like a little higher one, like a 120 or 200 or something like that. But overall, that's done. So as we can see from the side, there's no longer any. Yeah, it's one of them. All right, so boom, this is the scenario we ran into with the back at least. So before we start drilling, let's just say we're gonna put it right here. We're gonna bring it down a little bit just to make that body line as, make that body line as straight as possible. We're gonna have to put a bondo right here in between that crack over top of this, then smooth it out. Cause if you look, it is uneven a little bit. And we need to trim this down right here. So what we're gonna do is probably put bondo right here, the putty I had, put that right here in the middle, smooth it down, then probably have to re-smooth this line down as well. And I think that should be good. All right, boom. So if you go to the other side, it's an even bigger gap. Like, you have to drop it down a little bit, but that's an even bigger gap. So bondo is a must. Must have. All right, so far, this is what we got. You can see that's pretty even. On this side, it wasn't even that much gap, but that's what we got right there. Then you see we got this right here. We got to go over that again. Probably going to put a little bit on top. I think I got to fit it to see like how much the gap I got left. Then if we make our way over here, this is I had a lot. So I'm definitely going with a second layer of bondo, putty, whatever you want to call it, right there. Then, of course, got to erase that right there. But that's the first layer. Second layer on the way. All right, so boom. So this is second coat of bondo on top. There's like, I had to hide that body line, so I'm pretty sure that'll be all right on this side. Now let me show you the 3 coats of bondo. I think it's called bondo. I don't really know. 3 coats of bondo, and yeah, it's a lot, but this shit's gonna get shaved down and stuff. But that should be it, I hope. All right, so boom, that's what we did. All right, you see right here, we make sure that body line match all the way through. See, I had to keep on forming this, reshaping it until you see what this black piece is. So it's like, like straight. Then this side right here, I had this up way too high. If you see from the last video, not even last video, last couple seconds ago versus now, it's way shaved down. So yeah, that's that. All right, so basically after we sand it, this is basically what it is. The top really don't matter, just make sure it's smooth. But on the side, that's basically perfect. Honestly, you couldn't even tell I put bondo right here. That's good. We did the underside too as well. So this is how it starts off. As you can see here, it looks, looks pretty rough, but it gets better. So we're gonna wipe all this down, get all that dirt and extra shit off. First things first, get your putty, bondo, whatever you want to call it, mix them together, then put it right here down this whole little line until you get to right there. Then you gotta let it dry, sand it, then keep on doing it as needed. You'll know when it's needed or not. Make sure you sand it good. Start at 80, 120, go up, go down as needed. I'm only using 80 and 120. So this is how I got the first pass layered. Honestly, we're about to go one more after this. I could just, kind of tell. But we're going to do 2 passes, and this will be fine. We're going to let this harden up, go through with another. Then on that second one, that's when we're going to start sanding. And this piece should be done, honestly, today. All right, boom. Another step that we have to do is we have to cut down all these nails. See, what I'm doing is right now, securing the nails on the back with the ones that fit on there. Then after that, this comes in the kit too. Diamond saw blade. This is not diamond. If this was diamond, I would sell this motherfucker. but you put it like this. It's gonna conduct so much heat that it's gonna melt the plastic around it, because this is gonna heat up. This is gonna melt the plastic around it. Then the plastic is gonna come up just like how you see in there. Remember what the last time I left off with the wide body, because it's been a minute since I even touched it. But y'all, trust me, it's been like weeks on weeks. Like last time y'all seen the car, all this stuff was still on. This is literally the same. I haven't even touched it, so the whole wrap is off. I got a new wrap in. About time y'all see this, the new wrap gonna be here. It's a Nardo gray. It's really cement gray because it's like a darker Nardo gray. So we gotta resand damn near the whole car. But anyways, back to the wide body. The last bolt just got, you see, it's newly in. So what we have to do now is put bondo all over this. I think that's what it's called still. Don't remember to this day. Bondo or putty, all right there, smooth it out. Then we gotta put fiberglass. It's gonna be right here. Fiberglass is gonna delete this little line. I won't delete it. All right here. So fiberglass, then bondo, sand it down to delete this ridge and really connect this. Okay, you can see there's a ridge. You see that? Yeah, exactly. There's a ridge here and here. Like this is gonna be connected. Then we're gonna lay the wrap on top of that. So not that much, but bond. You gotta go ahead and fiberglass the whole thing, then bondo over it, smooth it. Then you should be good. So it's gonna look great. It's gonna look better than an OEM. Lots of time, because like I said, this build has to be done by summer. But honestly, we have so much time, I couldn't be tripping. After we get done with the whole outside, I forgot, we're rebuilding the engine. We do got all the engine parts. That's the new thing from last time. I didn't even tell y'all. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna get the resin out. Same thing we did with the fenders, the resin and all that stuff. Go ahead and get that out. But we better do it right here. So let's go to get it.